Welcome to Built by JD. For those of you that don't know, my wife and I, we had a pretty devastating accident this past summer. We actually had a house fire. So as you can see behind me here, we had an addition. It came out about 12 feet that someone had put on the home. And it was built kind of like a deck. It was on sonotubes. It had an airspace underneath. And I was actually out burning weeds with a propane weed burner one day around noon, and was back in this area back here where we got all this riprap I put down about a year ago. And we left to go to a doctor appointment for my daughter. And about 3 hours later, we were on our way home, and the baby monitor in our little girl's bedroom was going off. And my wife opened the alert, and it was the sound of the smoke detector. And we were about half mile from our home. So we came home, pulled in the driveway. There's smoke coming out. Long story short, I went in and got our dog out. She was safe. No one else was in there. And got the fire taken care of. Fire department showed up. They confirmed everything was out. And I had to call the insurance company. And they sent out a couple different engineers, and they deemed the room a total loss. We had to demo it. So all that OSB you see there was actually an opening that came into the room. So that's a temporary wall we had to build to support the second floor. This house is post and beam construction, so it's not traditionally framed. So there's two beams you can't see right now, but they were bearing on that room. So we had to shore that up before we demoed the room. Once the room was demoed, we went ahead and started working back here. So behind me here, it's all just a dirt hill. There used to be a deck. I'll see if I can find a picture to put in. Kept our gas grill, and then a koi pond and a sidewalk that went around the addition here. Brought my machine up, and a couple friends came over. We tore the deck out, demoed the koi pond, and then started excavating back here. So the plan is the original addition was only 10 by 12. We're gonna come back with a 30 by 30, do a large family room, maybe an office. But we're gonna go out from the house 10 feet that way, back 30, over 30, and then return back kind of by that bathroom window right there, to give us just a much larger space to enjoy time with the family. Our house is kind of small the way it's currently set up. So I've been working on digging this hillside out. Unfortunately, winter came and it's just been too wet. So I got to go back about 50 feet in order to give us enough room to build a nice big retaining wall. It's going to be about 8 feet tall. We're going to do that out of the concrete bin blocks. So today we're going to work on doing what we can to get some more dirt moved before the snow hits this weekend. Now the real question is will the equipment start? It's about 25 degrees here in Harrison, Ohio. I haven't started anything in a few weeks. Hopefully the batteries are charged up. The dump truck's got a 7.3 in it. It's usually pretty cold-blooded. The Mustang Skidsteer's got a new battery. So let's see if they start. All right, come on, baby. Hit the glow plugs. Oh, almost. Hey, look at that. Fired right up. That's a good truck. All right, let's go check the skid steer. All right, we just got down to the skid steer. I got it at the end of the driveway here by all these blocks I've been hauling. I got 72 of them now. I get them 5 at a time from the concrete company on my gooseneck. Wanted to show you a pretty cool attachment I made to lift these. So I was lifting them with my pallet forks and had a sling underneath, and that worked, but the trouble is when you lift them up, they spin. If you don't have a helper to kind of keep them stable, 6-foot block can get kind of squirrely on you. So I came up with this idea to make this attachment. So I got probably 14 inches of chain hanging down, and I got 2 little kickers down here. So when you lift up one of these 6-foot blocks, it's really nice because you can tilt the quick attach plate back, and the block will actually rest back on those kickers, and it keeps it from spinning completely. And then it also gives you added lift height. I can lift one of these blocks, I could set one about 12 feet high with this here machine. All right, let's see if this beast will start up. Look at that. Gotta love new batteries. All right, I'm going to let these pieces of equipment warm up, and we'll do some digging. One thing I forgot to show you is where we're hauling all this material. So down here in our side yard, you can't tell from the video, but we got a pretty good slope here by the pond. So what we're doing, I stripped all the topsoil off, and I think this is like 27 loads in my single axle I've hauled down here so far. But we probably got to bring the backside up about 6 feet to make a nice level pad. And the goal is we want to get 2 shipping containers and then set trusses over top and make a nice dry storage area to put all the equipment under. All right, everything's warmed up. Better tilt that back. Bucket's a beast. I just bought this. It's an express steel. The bottom's a 1/2 inch thick all the way across. 84-inch tooth bucket. Set her pins. So I'll show you the goal up here. We got runoff that comes from up the hill here. We want to divert that away from the house. So I'm cutting in, and then we also want to get this down so that our retaining wall only has to be about 8 feet. So I got quite a bit to do over here, and then we'll blend it down. Definitely not going to get done today, but just taking advantage of the weather. and loaded the truck. Track. Yeah. Good over here. Good over there. Must just be a rock in there. Let's see one over here. Huh. Let's try it again. Gotta watch that. I threw a track up on this hill. It was a major pain in the butt to get back on by myself. I don't know how wide these are, but man, they're so much heavier than the ones on that little mini excavator down there. We got a big snow coming this weekend. They're saying 12 to 16 inches. I really don't want to be without this. Got some big rocks here. That's about all we have on this property. I can't tell you how many. I'll have to, well, you can actually, you look down there, there's a small pile, but all along our driveway, the digging I've done here, I mean, it's rocks 8 to 12 inches thick, about 6 foot in diameter, just everywhere. How's it looking, honey? got one truck full, many more to go. Let's go dump it. Hopefully this thing doesn't get stuck in the yard again. I might have to put a gravel pad in, or driveway I should say. I think it's froze up enough. Just keep her moving. There we go, baby. All right. Ooh. I think it's a little soft. Straighten her up a little bit. Still don't like it. Got a pretty good lean. Right there, feels good. Flip on PTO. Huh. All my dash bulbs burn out. Oh, forgot to open it. All right, PTO off. Throw it on drive up a little bit. Let the bed down. All right, let's go reload.
Okay, let's go.
All right, I still got a lot more to load up, but just wanted to give you guys a look at what we're trying to accomplish here. Made a lot of progress tonight, still got more to go. Let me turn you around here. So it's hard to tell, but everything's pretty flat from the excavator over to about here. And then we go up. This is where we're putting the retaining wall. It's gonna be in a U shape. I'm hoping to only go 8 feet high, so it's 4 blocks. So the goal is to keep up here right around 8 feet. We were up close to 15 to 16 feet, so we've taken a lot off already. And then I'm swaling back there to chain all the runoff around the new addition and down to the pond in the front yard, so we have good drainage. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the laser out and just do a spot check to see where we're at and how much farther we gotta go. So when we're all said and done, I wanna be 4 blocks high on the wall, which is 8 feet from finished grade. So if we come back to the house here, the top of my floor joist is gonna be right where this trim is. So finished grade is gonna be roughly 2 feet below that. So that means I want 6 feet from the bottom of this board up on the house. So we'll go ahead and figure out where that is, go back up on the hill where we were digging, and shoot the laser to see roughly where we're at. So I measure up the wall here. It looks like 6 feet is roughly about halfway up this bathroom window. So let's go up on the hill and see what we got. All right, we're up on the hill. Got the house behind me. Laser set up. I'm looking at the house, and right now we are about, I'd say, 18 inches, maybe 2 feet above the middle of that window where we said we needed to be. Actually, probably closer to 18. So we're pretty close. And then when I look up on the hillside here, I don't know if you can see the laser, but we're pretty even. Maybe got to shave 6 inches off on the far side here. So we're looking good. Maybe one more day back here, and then we'll be ready to start excavating the hillside out here. We got to come back. The addition is going to be 30 feet. We need another 10 feet for the walkway in between the wall and the finished building, and then about another 8 to 10 feet to dig back and get a 1-to-1 slope so we can put our geogrid in when we build the wall. All right, it's a couple days later. Got the machine down here. We're gonna work on spreading all the fill that we hauled in the truck down. Want to get it tracked in before the snow comes this weekend. Thanks for watching the Built by JD YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one.